Now we're going to talk about legions. Now we're going to talk about barracks. Barracks is the best way to get started in Bridgeworld. I consider this as a trial period for new players to get to know the Bridgeworld metagame. Players are basically mint recruit legions for 10 magic. But we do need to note that they are not the same with normal legions. So what's the difference? Recruit legions cannot summon, they cannot gain experience, they cannot upgrade, they cannot be transferred, and they have a special line of quests called recruit quests, which gives no treasure drops. So here's a table for the recruit quest drops. So a recruit quest could be done every 24 hours. It's guaranteed 1 Essence of Starlight drop and has a 50% chance to get a Prism shard, and also a 0.001% to get a Universal Lock. So ROI. Most players would think about ROI when buying a Recruit Legion. Is it worth it? You do earn 2 item drops, but you don't get treasures. You only get Essence of Starlight and a 50% chance for Prism Shard. As we discussed in earlier videos, a Prism is the one used to better your chances when summoning, but a Prism Shard is used to make prisms. So your only purpose is to sell. Since Recruit cannot use any of those loots, you would be with other people minting Recruit Legions for dirt cheap. So you will be in the high volume resale game. But as of the moment, the prices of the items sold are lower than the gas fees. So currently they're not worth it if you don't have any other legions. So now we're going to talk about the summoning circle. So the summoning circle is the place to mint auxiliary legions. So minting an auxiliary legion takes 10 days, which could be reduced with prisms, and would have a 7-day cooldown, which is also called the summoning fatigue. Some summoning notes. Devs could impact summoning via mysterious events, most likely lorifying changes and patches, and also a cooldown when the public is minting too quickly. No data given on this, but this is what I've gathered. So the next would be our summoning cap for the Genesis versus the Auxiliary Legions. So for the Genesis Legions, we have a limited number of summons for a duration of 10 days with a 300 magic fee per summon. And also, you don't need a balancer crystals from 0 to 5 summons, but starting 6 summons up, you need balancer crystals. So Auxiliary Legions, they have a limited number of summons, 1 for 1 Auxiliary Legion. It's for a duration of 10 days, and there's a 500 magic fee. No balancer crystals required though. So we need to note that our wrapped LP tokens are returned at the end of the summoning process. So also a quick explanation to balancer crystals. They're basically wrapped liquidity pool tokens from Sushi Swap. You could stake your tokens on Sushi Swap, and then you could get back liquidity pair tokens. So yeah, balancer crystals are basically wrapped version of it. So next is the percentage on our summoning chances. For Genesis Common, we have a 90% chance to get Common Auxiliary, a 9% chance for Uncommon, and a 1% chance for Rare. For Genesis Special Legions, we have 85% to get a Common Auxiliary Legion, a 12% to get Uncommon, and a 3% to get a Rare one. For Uncommon, we get 80% chance to get Common, 15% chance to get Uncommon, and 5% chance to get Rare. For Rare Genesis, we have 75% chance to get Common, 18% chance to get Uncommon, and 7% chance to get Rare. For the 1/1 Legendary Genesis Legions, we have 70% chance to get Common, 20% chance to get Uncommon, and 10% chance to get Rare. So for Auxiliary Legions, a Common Auxiliary Legion has a 100% chance to summon a Common Auxiliary Legions. uncommon one has a 95% chance to summon a common one, and a 5% chance to summon an uncommon one. So the rare one has a 90% chance to summon a common, 9% chance to summon an uncommon, and 1% chance to summon a rare. So here we have our summoning 2.0 changes. This is from a recent patch. So first adjustment they did was to decrease the number of legions simultaneously summoning globally, and also to increase the number of legions crafting globally. That was their aim. Summoning success rate is global based on everyone playing Bridgeworld. So the formula for the summoning success is 1 divided by 1 plus the number of concurrent summoners divided by the number of current crafters times the parameter to control sensitivity. For now, it's 1, but the dev said it's subject to change, and also you square that number. So that's how you get the success rate. So here's a chart detailing that success rate. So if we have 200 crafters at 400 summoners, we have around 20% chance of success. For 400 crafters and still at 400 summoners, we get 50% chance of success rate. So finally, if we have 800 current crafters and still at 400 summoners, we get 80% chance of success. So that means we still have a 20% chance to fail. So what happens when we fail? When we fail, all magic and prisms are basically refunded after they return from the failed summon. So which means we need to wait for after 10 days. That's the time we could get our magic and prisms back. So after failing, the legions enter stasis, which is a 2-day lock. You cannot resummon, you cannot engage in other activities, meaning you cannot quest, you cannot stake, you cannot anything. So failing with our auxiliary legions will not count towards the 1 summoning limit. So it's easier for auxiliary legions. It's so that it won't consume the 1 summoning limit of auxiliary legions. So the second adjustment they did was to increase the base summoning time to 10 days, and also to add prisms to reduce the summoning time. Do note that prisms are consumed, and also prisms cannot be stacked. You could only use 1 prism at a time, be it small, medium, or large. Next, we're going to tackle prisms. So prisms can improve the odds of minting a rare auxiliary legion while reducing common odds. And also, it could also decrease minting duration as previously covered. It's also used for Starlight Temple, which we will discuss in another video. Be sure to check that out. So prisms come in small, medium, and large size, which increase the odds in different ways. For a small prism, it basically decreases a common odd by 6%, the uncommon chance by additional 4%, and additional 2% for the rare. For medium, it decreases 10% summoning chance, increases 6 uncommon summoning chance, and increases 4% for the rare. For the large prism, decreases 14% for common, increases 8% for uncommon, and also increases 6% for rare. Also, do note that the length of summoning is also decreased by 12 hours, 36 hours, and 72 hours respectively for small, medium, and large. So here are the Genesis Legions and the total number of them. So we have 5 1 and 1, 1 of 1 ultra rare Genesis Legions. We have 271 all class rare legions. We have 50 assassins, we have 60 spellcasters, we have 60 sieges, we have 70 fighters, we have 130 ranges, 540 rivermen, 711 numeraires, and 1564 commons. So here's an example of a Genesis Legion. Here's an example of a Genesis Special, which is Numeraire Legion. So we could see more by clicking the link, and it would take us to the Treasure Marketplace, where we can see all of the Genesis Legions. You could choose Rarity, Here's a rare all-class Legion. And here's an uncommon Legion. So back to the document. Here's an example of auxiliary legions. If you click the link, you could see our auxiliary legions. Basically, we have 3 rarities: common, rare, and uncommon. If you guys like the content we produce, be sure to like, comment, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. And be sure to check out our Facebook and Twitter, where we frequently post crypto-related content.